Hello, my friends. How's everybody doing? Sorry that there's no fancy video intro and outro this week. That will be changing for next week. Um, but this is my what is it? Consistent, committed, imperfect action. Wanted to get this channel launched. I appreciate you all being here. This is a new series, and it's going to happen live every Tuesday around this time. There might be some wiggles here and there. I do want to preface this entire conversation with you may be triggered by some of the things that I say. I did put a content warning down in there. And when I say triggered, I mean there might be something that comes up for you if, let's say, for instance, if you have PTSD and, flashbacks and stuff. Please protect yourself, because this series is going to be a little on the raw side. When I say tough love, I mean tough love. Having said that, I am speaking about myself as much as anyone else. If something that I say triggers you because you don't like it, then I've done my job. And your job is then to figure out why you were triggered, because growth does not happen in denial. It doesn't. So today's topic is nobody's going to come save you. So we do talk a lot in the writing community about giving ourselves grace and, taking that downtime and all of that sort of thing. And that is absolutely needed. Do not get me wrong. We need this. As writers, as creatives, we need to refill the well and, all of that sort of thing. What we don't need is to be using it as an excuse to not get things done. So this is going to be a hard talk about our excuses. I'm going to use myself as an example. And there's a couple of people here who know that I have been struggling lately to get my butt to the gym. I know I need to go to the gym because I have fibromyalgia. And the more I stay still, the more I hurt. But I haven't been to the gym. And I have all kinds of excuses. I have all kinds of excuses. My number one excuse is I'm too busy, which right now, yes, I am too busy. But I'm not too busy to carve out 15 minutes a day to get on an elevator, travel down 3 floors, and walk, 20 steps into the gym that we have in this building. It's not even like I have to leave the building. My other excuse is I'm too sore. Well, I'm going to be twice as sore tomorrow if I don't get my butt up and go to the gym. Because nobody is going to come save me for that. It's not like I can have somebody come go to the gym for me. It's not like as an author that somebody can come do our edits for us. It's not like it's somebody else's fault. So here's where your trigger might come in. Here's where you might want to click off this video and go, I'm never listening to another thing that comes out of Mel's mouth. But I invite you to pause if you have a visceral reaction to this. It is nobody's fault but your own. Nobody's. You can sit there and say, I'm not getting my writing done because my husband doesn't support me, or my kids won't leave me alone. I can't get to the gym because I don't have childcare, or whatever. Just pause here for a minute. Why do you need your husband to support you to get your book written? He's not going to write your book. He's not going to do your edits. He's not going to do your marketing. Well, maybe he's going to do your marketing. Who knows? Maybe he's your editor. But you know what I mean? Let's stop here for a minute. Your kids aren't stopping you from going to the gym. They're not stopping you from getting exercise. Take them with you out on a walk outside. If you have a gym membership, lots of gyms have childcare. What's your excuse? Who are you using as an excuse? Okay? Because this is the big thing for me. I know that I tend to be like, oh, I can't do the thing because blame it on whoever. I can't do that now. It's just me. My son is, off living his adult life. And, you know, it was always an excuse. Because if you want the thing badly enough, you will find a way to get it done. You'll only find a way to get it done if you stop making excuses. Okay? I see somebody here saying ouch and Rita triggered. You know what? Your husband is trying and that's all you can expect from him. That should be met with complete and utter gratitude because frankly, you don't need him to be supportive of you to write the book. That is we are taught to care what everybody else thinks to the point that it is an automatic reaction for us to use others as an excuse to not get our own crap done. I can't eat well because I have 2 small children and all they want is chicken nuggets and I'm just happy that they eat. You don't have to eat the chicken nuggets. It might be easier for you to eat the chicken nuggets. Maybe you don't feel like cooking a separate meal for yourself. But is that going to make you healthier? Absolutely not. But the kids aren't the ones stopping you from eating the healthy meal. You're the one stopping you. Okay? The reason that I'm bringing this up as the inaugural topic is because I realize in the last couple of weeks since I have been on this journey not only with the guys from Full-Time Purpose in the coaching program, but with the not-for-profit that is doing all of the workshops for this business that I'm launching, is that in the past, I made excuses. I made excuses for not getting things done. Made excuses for sitting on my bed watching TV from 2 o'clock in the afternoon on. Oh, I'm tired. That was always my number one excuse because I have a sleep disorder. I don't sleep well. Okay, I'm tired. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm pretty exhausted. But you know what? I'm going to be exhausted anyway. So I might as well stop using it as an excuse. I might as well say, you know what? I'm still going to do it exhausted. It's like, do it scared, do it tired. Do it. Do it without using other people in your situation or your health or whatever as an excuse to not do the thing. Now, I'm not saying that people do not have their limitations if you have a disability or something like that. Please don't get me wrong. I am not talking about that. But find a way. I have 3 different disabilities. 3. Okay? And I have to learn to work around them and not so much work around them because work around them to me says I'm avoiding them. So I have to learn to work with them and work through them. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? The other day I got some happy mail from Pip Jane on Etsy who makes my wonderful little planner clips. And I forgot that I had ordered this one. It says, do the thing. I'm sorry, I don't have my camera mirrored. It says, do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Stop making excuses. Stop using other people as scapegoats. I know that it's so much easier. It's so much easier when you can blame the kids. It's so much easier when you can say, well, my husband's not, this, that, the other. Well, first of all, that's not fair to them. Okay, that's so not fair to them, especially kids. Kids are supposed to interrupt you. They're supposed to get in your way. They're supposed to be loud and obnoxious and drive you nuts and give you gray hair. It's part of their job description. And husbands, yeah, I mean, I've been married to, I was married to a man, and yeah, husbands too, you know, but that's not fair to them. That's not fair to them when you're using them as an excuse for you not reaching for the stars. And it's so not fair to you. It's so not fair to you. And as much as I am big on people taking care of themselves and taking care of their mental health and their physical health and doing whatever they need to do to get through the day, sometimes you just got to suck it up. And I mean, just suck it up and do it, because there's going to be days that you just don't feel like doing it. There's days you don't want to get out of bed. There's days that you don't want to do the thing. But if you don't do the thing, it's first of all, it's not going to go away. So you're going to have to do the thing another day. And procrastination will kill you. It will kill you as a creative. Okay. And I'm speaking all from experience here. And I'm loving that you guys are hanging on to this, because I'm looking here and Renee says, don't even get me started on cooking separate meals. But you know what? If everybody else doesn't care about what the food that's going in their mouth and you do because you have to, let's say you have diabetes, that doesn't mean the rest of the family has to eat a diabetic diet, right? Let's just say you're trying to lose 5 pounds. Well, that doesn't mean that the rest of the family has to act like they're losing 5 pounds. So stop blaming them for what you've got going on, because it's not fair to them. It's so not fair to them. And I think that once you realize that you're doing this, because I know this has happened for me just in the last couple of weeks, when you realize that you're doing this, it is going to slap you in the face multiple times a day. Okay? So one thing this is not going to be a long talk. These are never going to be long talks, and I have a meeting in 15 minutes to get to. So I'm going to leave you with a little exercise if you are so inclined. If you were triggered by anything that I said, like Renee with the don't get me started about the meals, that's telling me, Renee, you've got a little bit of something going on there, right? Rita, with the thing of your husband not being as supportive as you want him to be. Can't control other human beings, right? He may be as supportive as he can be. But what I would like for you to do is write down on a piece of paper all of the things that you want to do that you're not doing. Okay? Like for me, I'm not getting my butt into the gym for 15 minutes on the treadmill. I'm not doing it. I'm not finishing my edits. Yes, Jenna, I know. Why am I not doing it? So make your list. I want you to make your list of the things that you want to do that you aren't doing. Then I want you to go back over that list. And I want you to prioritize them of, these are the things that I will move heaven and earth to do. Because those are the ones that I want you to concentrate on. Because if you're not looking at something on that list, let's say finish the book. We all know what that feels like. I want to finish the book. I haven't finished the book. It is the one thing I want most in this world, finish the book. And then I want you to list why. And I want you to be super, super honest with yourself. Nobody else is going to see this. Super honest with yourself. Because where before you might have said, my husband is not supporting me. The kids are interrupting me. I don't have enough time. I want you to put those excuses aside and be super honest with yourself. Because maybe it's not that your husband is not supporting you. Maybe it's because you have imposter syndrome, and if he supported you, you would feel less like an imposter. But we all know what Becca Syme says about imposters, right? imposters don't get imposter syndrome. I want you to be super honest, not only in why you're not doing it, but why you have these excuses. List your excuses. And then I want you to figure out why you're using those people, place, things as excuses. Because that's what this is all about. Okay. I love that, Jenna. I love that. I love that. Watch me. Watch me. Because that's what you're, my God, I have to do this thing. If I don't do this thing, I'm just going to die. Has to become a watch me. My husband's not supporting me. Watch me. My kids are getting in the way. Still going to do it. Can't get my butt to the gym because I'm too busy. You know what? I'm going to find 15 minutes. Watch me. Okay. I really want this for you guys because it has been such an epiphany for me to come to the realization that I have this backpack of excuses that I carry with me everywhere. And whenever I just would rather eat the potato chips than have a salad, I reach into that backpack and I can pull out any old excuse. But the problem is not what's in the backpack. The problem is here with me. I'm the one who's choosing to use an excuse instead of choosing to get off my butt and do the work. Comes down to choices. And do not pretend you're not making a choice. Do not pretend that you're not choosing to say, the kids are in my way, the husband doesn't support me, instead of just saying, as Jenna said, watch me. It's a choice. It's a choice you make because all of this is about you. It's not about anybody else. It's not about the husband, the kids, the Ziggy, the nothing. Getting that book finished, that's about you. Time to suck it up, time to own it, and time to do it. Now, if you still feel like going, I'm never going to listen to Mel ever again and unsubscribe and block me on all my social media, I didn't resonate. And I'm sorry. Maybe you're not there yet. And this is just my opinion. This is my opinion, but this is based on a psychology degree and personal experience. So, you know what? I know you can do this. I know you can do this. Sometimes you need a slap in the face, metaphorically, a slap in the face to get going. Even if it's just with one little thing, even if it's just with, okay, maybe it's not about finishing the book because that's a huge, big thing. Maybe it's just about why I didn't get off my butt and go to the gym today. Because I made a choice to sit in the half an hour that I had between class this morning and this stream to sit and play some Stardew Valley instead of going down to the gym. I made that choice. I don't regret it. I don't regret it because it was, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend I didn't make that choice. Whereas before I would just been, but I'm so tired. I've been in class all day and you know what I mean? And I love that, what Jenna has said here. Sometimes you're as far off center from the goal as you thought, right? Sometimes you're not. And yes, Renee was texting me, panicking about Meta being down, which it's back up, by the way, for those of you who are wondering. So that is it for me. I have to run off to a meeting, but thank you all for being here. And for those of you coming in on the replay, feel free to reach out. Y'all know how to get a hold of me. Feel free to reach out. If you're struggling and you just feel like you need, someone to lift you up or someone to slap you in the face, I can do either. I think I just proved that. So this is not what you guys are used to hearing from me, right? But you know what? Sometimes we need it. And I plan on bringing it to you every single Tuesday on this channel going forward. So Hopefully I'll see you all next week. Bring a friend, bring a friend. And thank you guys for being here. I love you all to bits. And I promise I'll have things prettied up next week. Okay? Love ya, love ya, love ya. Ciao.